So just
We are live.
I might get a red alert on a tooth emergency.
Uh-oh.
Make sure you hit record.
I already pressed record.
From Nickelback?
This is our intro music right now.
Fuck!
Feel free to start.
Imagine tingling their balls.
tingling their balls.
Tickling our balls.
Wait, are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Oh,
We want to be quarterback factory.
There we go. There's our intro.
right.
Thanks, Howie.
all right. Oh yeah, thanks, Howie. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Quarterback Factory Show, QBFS, episode number 37. I'm going to switch up the sports a little bit and throw it back to 2008. Mike number 37, Chad Durbin.
Whoa.
Durbin.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
big boy.
It's been Eagles all the time.
I know.
I thought you were going to say Sean Constantine.
No.
Oh, God. Thank God you didn't say that.
I had to switch it up and try to go with a little bit of warmer weather sport because
Chad
this is
Durbin.
yeah, Chad Durbin. Why don't you?
Oh
I had
my
to switch
God.
it up with some warm weather because it has just been a fuckstick of gray hell outside lately.
You guys
Well,
ready to shovel ice on Saturday?
Yeah, I can't wait to shovel ice. Shoveling ice is my favorite.
Wait, we're supposed to get more?
Sean, take
Ice.
that tampon out of your mouth.
Sleet and ice.
Sleet and ice.
I mean,
Cool.
it's already ice out there right now.
Sounds
It's all
awesome.
melting snow,
Ice.
and now
It's
it's
just
getting
always
Ice cubes.
cold, man. All right, so this is the Quarterback Factory Show. Brendan Casey here. Wow.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Come on, Blago.
Yes. Philadelphia Sports and Technical Jedi Master, Mr. Michael W. Parks Jr., Blanco. Captain COVID Cricket, our Eagles Encyclopedia, Michael Rizala. Mr. There he is.
They're back.
Yeah, oh God, they
I
your
can't
house-
wait till I
it's
can do the show
invasion.
outside.
Your house has been compromised. They're inside.
They're all hiding under the snow right now. Trapped.
Compromise.
Oh
Just
my
waiting.
God.
How
Yeah,
do I get out of the snow?
they're trapped and they're just multiplying underneath
Dude,
the
at
ice,
least
and they
you
have
don't have
nothing
to
better
pull
do.
a Jeff, whatever his name is, from Arachnophobia, where he flips over the railing and falls into the basement.
God,
Like,
already.
oh,
You can always count on Dane for a good arachnophobia
Yeah,
quote or movie
There's-
scene.
there's certain
Anything
movies
around that year.
I
Or
don't know where
decade.
I don't know why that. Like, when you said the house was compromised from the COVID crickets, it just reminds me of a scene when they like come out of the damn sink in the bathroom. That was disgusting.
Oh my God.
Oh my
There's
goodness,
certain
like, whoa.
movies that Dan can associate with anything we bring up on this show.
I know,
One
I
of
know.
them is arachnophobia. Speaking of Dan, our in-house Googler and the author of the Dan Rant, and the guy that will associate any subject with arachnophobia, Dan Wetzel.
Imagine,
Imagine that.
And we got our editor-in-chief who just recently acquired a tampon as his microphone. We can also be used as an yeah. If you actually hold it closer, it looks like it can be used as like an underwater breathing apparatus. If you look at see that? Look at that. Look like Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
Waterworld.
No. Yes, way. Well, guys, it's
Good
come
start.
to this. Yeah, it's a very good start. It's come to this. Obviously, we're going to talk about Carson Wentz and the current situation that's going on right now. We're like Brian Fantana on Panda Watch from Anchorman, except we're on Wentz Watch. We're standing outside the San Diego Zoo waiting for Ling Wan, the panda, to give birth. Except our dumbasses are waiting outside in the cold, waiting for Carson Wentz to get traded. We're waiting for that news to come down at any minute. Oh my God! Wentz Watch, day 65.
How dare you?
Yeah, I've been on some really interesting and tense situations, but this one, it just, oh God. He yells, he's like, "Panda jerk, get out of here. You're making me look stupid." That's what you're doing, Carson. You're making us look stupid out here.
It's not Carson though.
I know.
It's the organization.
It's
maybe.
it's the organization.
Or it's the
Telling
other
you, man.
organization asking
I'm
too
telling you,
friggin'
I think Carson's on like a missionary quest, and he has no idea what the hell is going on.
He's gonna come back and be like, "Where the fuck is Doug?"
People are gonna see him in the airport.
All
and
he's
they're gonna be,
posting
like,
is
giving
his
him the
AO1
stink eye.
Foundation shit.
Like, what the hell?
What is up with all these fake
Carson's gonna walk into the gift shop at an airport and be like, "Why are my jerseys 50% off?"
Why are we seeing so much different talk about different things like Montgomery saying, "Oh, like thank you Chicago," all this bullshit. Like,
I swear they're all
and
just
everyone jumps the gun on it. It's hilarious. Like, oh yeah, I'm leaving, so Carson Wentz is leaving.
He's gonna try to buy
on
a
a jet
Cinnabon,
plane.
a Cinnabon
urban
in the,
legend
in the airport.
that
And
never
they're
It's an
gonna
urban
be like, no.
Well, I
It'll-
talked, just so you guys know, I talked to our number one fan the other night. I think he told me, he's like, "Yeah, I knew he was getting traded
I
because
need to get pop soundbites.
he lives down the street from me, and I know the realtor. He said he was moving, and right after the season was over, I knew he was going." I'm like, "Oh, okay," because he knows that.
Let's go move. I don't know.
We have not heard
all I got.
from him in a while.
That's because he doesn't have the Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
yeah.
thinks he
That's
probably thinks our
why.
show got canceled.
He does. He's like, what happened to the quarterback show?
Yeah, I got to.
Hey, man.
Speaking of
yeah,
your,
anybody that's-
Yo, he's
Speaking of
he's
your
been
anonymous
right
source.
more than we have, man.
speaking of your
Anybody
anonymous
that's-
source, I have an anonymous
I gotta
source
give
too.
it to him. We still owe him.
Oh, yeah?
Did we give him his case of beer yet? Didn't we give it to him?
Yeah, I
now?
did. I
We
gave it to
did,
him.
yeah.
So I have an anonymous, not anonymous, but anonymous source of somebody who talked to an Eagles player.
Is it Alshon?
No,
It's Alshon.
it's not that anonymous.
Just seen it.
It's not Alshonymous. I would have said Alshonymous. No, but
Justina
a certain somebody who works in construction, whose buddy of his who also works in his construction crew, who lives next to Brandon Graham. I mean, anonymous Eagles player. He said that Brandon Graham was saying that Wentz is a little bitch basically. He's acting like a little bitch, and he ain't the leader of his team because he wants to leave or some shit like that. So that's your anonymous, not so anonymous quote from a quote of Brandon Graham. I mean, anonymous.
Maybe I can get Brandon Graham to unblock me on Twitter, and I'll ask him myself.
Why did-
975.
No way.
No way.
I remember when he went on that blocking spree
Yeah,
a while back. I guess you were one of them. That's pretty funny.
that's
Got
because I
the axe,
referred
dog.
to him as not Earl Thomas about 17 times.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Now you need
Nope.
to
That-
kiss.
that'll
Never
do
get
it.
unblocked.
That'll be the one.
Yeah.
Well,
now you
now-
need to kiss his ass 17 times for that strip sack. So
Isn't that true?
yeah. So anyway,
I love
getting
you,
back
Brandon. If
to-
you're listening, I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Baby,
I
come
just
back.
I just spilled shit on me. So,
It never happened.
oh my
That's
god.
Sean. Like it never
Just
happened. I never
spilled
said it.
It was
Oh look,
me. It was Juan
a
Nieve.
monster beverage sighting. You can also use it as a handy cleaner when you spill it on your blanket. You
What
just
is that,
use
a
your
Snuggie?
blanket to wipe shit up with it. And
What do you
it's-
got a snuggie on?
No, snuggie.
hey, I mean, I wouldn't hate on a Snuggie. Snuggie's pretty snug.
Hold on.
No, we're live, so we
Yeah.
can go on. The show can go on. The show does not have to hold on. So anyway, does anybody else have an anonymous quote from anybody? Any anonymous sources? Even if they're fake, it's okay.
Nah.
Yes.
Never happened.
Yes.
Okay.
I have breaking news.
Okay, let's hear
Carson Wentz is going to be back next year.
it. He's gonna be back next year.
It's my
He's gonna
anonymous source.
He's gonna be back up next year. Is that what you said?
No, he's going to be back.
He's gonna be the backup.
He's going to be back as the starter, as the starting quarterback.
What
of
if
the
he's
Philadelphia
he's
Eagles.
back as the backup for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Then he would be the most expensive backup in the history of professional sports.
I mean, everybody likes Hurts, bro. You see all the wide receivers are going to practice with him in Texas
Nothing
or
to see here.
wherever.
It's cute. It is. It's really cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
But
it's
once-
mostly because people don't want to go to fucking North Dakota in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
North Dakota. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. Speaking of North Dakota.
Yeah, once they go on a mission retreat with them, then we'll see.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, we'll get back to Carson. So it's pretty imminent that he's going to be traded now. From
You
all
missed my
reports.
anonymous source.
Oh, your anonymous source. I'm sorry. What's your anonymous source say?
It's pretty anonymous. Carson Wentz is going to be back as the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 2021.
You're fired.
That's. I think I'm related to that source.
No, false.
Oh,
Denied.
yeah, right. That would be some shit. But we've all heard. Yes, we've all heard the rumors going around. It's going to be possibly Indianapolis or Chicago. They, for all accounts, have the two best offers on the table right now. And the more the time goes on, apparently the Eagles are losing their leverage with it. They don't think that they're being offered enough. They don't like a deal that they like. They want some type of return with the Stafford Jared Goff deal, which was 2 1s and a 3. I'd be kind of happy if they got 1-1 for Wentz right now. But I don't think that they're definitely not going to get that type of return. There's been rumors. There's so much rumors out there and hearsay and so many different reports. Like you were saying, Dan, you just hear one thing. Somebody tweets one thing. It's like, oh, this is the Carson Wentz. Like,
This
oh,
is
David
it.
Montgomery. This is David Montgomery. This is it. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody's just over the edge about it. And look, I don't know how Sean, your source, how do you bring him back after this? How? After all this, he hasn't said anything. The entire management and entire Eagles organization hasn't said one thing to confirm or deny what's going on. So just say they do overplay their hand, which isn't out of the realm of possibility. Just say they do. Say they overplay their hand and they don't get shit for them. Or they're at the point where they don't get shit for him that they have to keep him. And he's under contract, so he has to play. Like, how does that work?
And
do you
still,
bring
it's
him
so
back?
much better. It's so much better to you're gonna save something. I think. Why wasn't there something where if they do trade him or something like that, you will actually
You have to trade him before March
before
3rd.
March 3rd.
Yeah, before
Okay.
March 3rd.
Yeah, I
So
know
we got to
I
pay
heard
him a $10 million roster bonus.
that.
If we're already at the point where we're sold on getting rid of him and we have prospective buyers, waiting until if we're gonna eat 30-something million fucking dollars and we're in cap hell anyway, and we're not competing this year. There's no fucking difference if we eat an extra $10 million and not having that other team eat that $10 million could really raise the return value that we get out of them. So if we hold on to him until that post March 3rd, where we have to pay him the $10 million active roster bonus, then maybe that if somebody's offering us like a second and a third, maybe that goes up to like a first and a second or a first and a third.
Pure fiction.
What I said to you guys earlier, 2 2s and a 3.
That ain't enough.
That is
Not
definitely not
to
enough.
eat the money and get rid of somebody who might have just had an outlier season. Even though he's got a bad attitude, it's the talent level and the money no. We can't sell low. And I mean, look at what the Texans are doing with Deshaun Watson right now. Obviously, we're not paying attention to it because we're not locked in nationally the way that we are on our own team. But the Texans are pretty much telling Deshaun Watson, listen, kid, you signed the contract, buck the fuck up. We ain't trading you unless we get an offer that blows our doors off. So you're a professional at the end of the day. You're still going to get your paycheck. What are you going to go out there and throw the fucking game? All that's going to do is make it even harder to get you out of this situation. So...
Yeah, and the Eagles will just say, "Oh, we never," just like you said, Brent. They never confirmed nor denied. So they'll just say, "Oh yeah, we've always wanted Carson back. We never wanted to trade him. Nothing. We never said that we wanted to trade him." And blah blah blah.
Denied.
But I think they will trade him. But I'm just saying. I think if he stays, they'll be like, "Nah, we always wanted him. He's our boy. He's our quarterback. We paid him all that money, and we're not going to trade him."
Which is why Nick Sirianni came out like straight up chalk talk, and that's it. Like just nothing, kept it as vague as possible.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like,
I haven't thought about that yet. I got to get that sound back. I haven't thought about that yet.
And the way the whole thing is gone, where it's just a complete and utter clusterfuck. The offseason has barely begun, and it has been just a giant shit show. And I like I've said multiple times already, I'm so over the Eagles right now. Like I don't even care anymore. I'm just like, get me, let me watch the Sixers, get me to the Phillies, Flyers stop having COVID breakouts. Let's go. And I'm just so done with the Eagles right now.
I want to watch the Sixers again once they get back from the West Coast, man. I can't take these late ass games.
Yeah,
Too late for
I
that
ain't
shit.
lying.
I
I'll
watched
catch
the game
box
the other
score.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing and it was.
the Kings game.
You guys
Yeah.
are warriors.
I wonder
man.
what the correlation of
Golden
that
State
is.
Warriors.
The two dudes who don't have kids watch the game. 3 dudes
Yeah, I
with
think
two.
I made tip off.
Doing it while I can.
Pretty sure there's a correlation there.
I try to go to sleep by 9 o'clock on the nights we don't have the show to try to bank some extra sleep for this fucking fiasco.
Yeah, I think I agree with Mike. I think Carson is currently in Zimbabwe on a mission with no Wi-Fi, and he's going to come back, and his locker is going to be cleared out.
The police, they are after me.
There's going to be a for sale sign on his house. He's going to be like, what the fuck?
Nick Foles is gonna move into his house.
He's gonna get the red card in fucking Major League.
Yeah.
And open his locker.
He'd open it
Red
up.
card.
He's gonna grab a snake like Joe or what's his name? Willie Mays. He's like,
Willie.
Willie Mays Hayes.
No. Oh, no, Pedro Serrano.
Yeah, but Willie Mays Hayes imitates.
Yeah, Willie Mays does that too, right? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's just
So-
no one's back and like no players are backing anybody up. It's just straight silence. Nobody's saying anything. It's not even the organization. It's like the players in general too. We had like Mills say, yeah, Doug Peterson was a good coach, and there was another report that said Doug and Carson wasn't the problem, right? Who said that? So,
That was a recent one too.
They just get 50.
I forget who said
53.
that. Somebody posted that.
Yeah, last I heard is that Carson's beef was with Howie more than anybody.
Yeah.
You know what you do?
Yeah, that was a
you know
source,
that meme of the Spider-Man pointing at each other? Just get 53 Spider-Men and then 2 more Howie and Jeffrey and have them all point at each other.
Yeah.
That's basically what's happening. But I agree with Mike because I really think that this Wentz trade, whenever it does go down, because I really am in full confidence that it is going to go down, that it's just like that's just going to be like the tip of the iceberg that falls off and just goes down the side of the mountain and just becomes a gigantic snowball. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and it's just going to be a complete shitstorm. Dan, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be, remember in Critters when they all came together and they made that giant critter ball?
Fucking wall.
Remember?
Oh
They made a
my
giant
God.
critter ball and they rolled down. They rolled through the town. They were just eating everybody.
Oh my God.
That's going to be the Eagles, and they're just going to eat everything in their path and just kill all of us.
More so than all the good football we've gotten from Carson, I think the best thing he might end up providing to this organization is exposing it for for the shit show that it is.
That's a good point, bud. That's a very good point. Because I think it needs to happen. It really does. And like Mike said on the previous show, it's just a plain and simple example of how this whole organization is poorly run. How they don't know how to run a fucking franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we can run it and make money, but they just don't. They just don't know what
Last
to
time it
do.
was run successfully and like organized was when Andy Reid was the CEO.
Yeah.
That's the only
for
time.
sure.
Ever since then, it's just been. Literally ever since Andy Reid, you've had the general manager get shoved in the closet, then the coach became the general manager, and then literally a year and a half later, he gets fired. They bring the guy out of the broom closet, and he hires a guy. Now they all hate each other again. It's just,
Howie used up all of his ammo that he fucking that he put together in the broom closet over the first 2 years of his fucking return.
Yeah.
Now he's just out of ideas.
yeah.
It really is. It's an absolute soap opera when you really think about it. Just all the he says and she says and I'm not happy and I'm underpaid and he's overpaid and I don't like this one and I don't like that one. It's just like that meme. See you, Blanc. Good show, bud.
Bye, Blanco.
It's just like that GIF from Jim from The Office when he's just sitting there all disheveled with his hair everywhere. He's like, I just want it to stop. Like that's the way I feel every morning turning on sports talk radio with everything. I'm like, I just want it to stop. I really do.
Or just like grade school recess when you're playing football and you're mad you didn't get picked or you don't have any buddies or anything. Like it's you're grown men getting paid millions, like just to see what it's come to this, like, and it just wasn't this year. It's just it's like kids in the locker room with the Alshon Anonymous and stuff like that. It's getting old, and I'm sick of hearing it, and it's just like, come on, man, get ready for the next season. That's all we want, man. That's what we want, but it's just hard because we're getting this.
We're gonna be bad for
at least 2 to 3 years.
Like, I know they said that you can change and this is the only sport
future.
you can flip it over in a year, but it doesn't look promising with this team. Dave, there's no way.
You know why? Because any other organization in this state right now, you could say, you know what? They have to go out. Hey, Java. They have to go out and nail the next 2 years of drafting. Unfortunately, Howie Roseman is drafting for the Eagles, so that's not going to happen.
No, sir.
No, it's not.
If Wentz, say the Colts, was it the Colts or the Bears who did two second round picks apparently?
I think it was the Colts.
Colts. So say that's true, right? If you're the Eagles, how can you trade? Like, he has to be back because how are the offers going to get any better than that from here on out?
I think they puffed out their chest. They think they puffed out their chest and they wanted multiple ones.
Right.
And everybody fucking laughed at them.
But so teams are going to know that the Eagles need to move on from him before, what was it, Sean? March what? 19th?
March 3rd.
Or 3rd. Yeah. Oh, God. So that's like, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah, man.
Yeah. So, like, how does that does – I can't see that helping the Eagles bargaining,
Yeah, but a lot of teams need a quarterback, though. But
it seems like only 2 have been offering.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't discount draft night, man. Don't discount what can happen on draft night.
But so if that
April,
what is that? The bonuses and shit.
And I mean, but like I said, it's the less money a team is on the hook for, the more they'll be willing to give up. So if we eat that $10 million active roster bonus for Wentz, that might change the landscape of it. Say, I don't know, somebody pulls an Andrew Luck, someone's quarterback pulls an Andrew Luck and just fucking retires. Like, you never know how that shit's going to happen. And
the bonus, the Eagles have to pay the bonus. That less money owed to whoever the team is that acquires Wentz.
Exactly.
Okay. But if you're still the Eagles, you're obviously still trying to get it done before March 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get, like a 1 and a 2 or a pair of 1s, then
it doesn't have to be this year either. Try to get something for like a 2 next year, a 3 next year too.
Yeah, if it's like a 1 this year and like if it's like a 1 and a 3 this year with like a 2 or a 3 next year, pull the fucking trigger. That's a decent haul.
I'm kind of thinking that since Wentz's contract is so big, and I think we've talked about this before, is that we're going to have to give up Wentz, and we're going to have to throw in some kind of incentive with it as well, so that people take on his contract and his money. So we might have to give up Wentz and a pick.
Nah, he's not. The only time that's ever, this isn't the NBA, the only time that's ever happened in the history of the NFL was the Brock Osweiler deal. And that was literally a fucking salary dump. The Carson Wentz might have had a shit year, but he ain't fucking Brock Osweiler. That's even think about that is just like, come on, it can't be. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible. We would never, ever, ever do that. We would let him ride the fucking bench before we give up an asset just to fucking move him.
Well, I mean,
I think Howie thinks that he's gonna pull some Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford shit again, and he's holding on and just waiting for somebody to retire or get hurt or throw a crazy offer.
Wait, so explain the Goff Stafford trade to me then, because wasn't Goff owed like a whole bunch of money too?
Yeah, but they
And the
were
Rams
also
gave up.
getting
Basically, Goff was a throw-in because they gave the Lions 2 ones, a 3, and Goff, and the Rams got Stafford.
Goff was there to make the money match. That was all the Goff thing was about. Obviously, if you're trading for Stafford, you want to get rid, or you don't want your quarterback room making fucking $60 million. But Goff was more of a money match than anything. They were paying that price. They paid the price in draft picks for Matt Stafford, and Jared Goff was there to make sure that the salary caps matched up. Because you have to, you know what I mean? It's a hard cap in the NFL. It's not like there's any flexibility where you can pay luxury tax like baseball or the NBA.
Gotcha.
So they have to keep it within a certain amount to make sure that everyone's fucking numbers.
And they're building something special over there in Detroit, according to Deuce and his coaches, his new coaches.
Yeah, right.
So, who do you guys think that ultimately he will go to, and for what? And you can't say come back to Philadelphia. It's not an option.
Why not?
I got a burning hot take.
Because I
that one.
said so.
I think, like I kind of foreshadowed it with the draft night thing. I think Joe Douglas is in New York. Joe Douglas was here for Carson Wentz's best years. I think the only way we give up assets to move Carson Wentz is by moving up in the draft. And I think that we trade Carson Wentz, the 6th pick, and like a 3rd round pick to move from 6 to number 2 with the Jets. And we draft that kid, Zach Wilson. I've been hearing a lot about the Eagles not ruling out a quarterback in this draft.
Is that the BYU kid?
Yep, it's the BYU kid. That's the BYU kid who is outside of if this draft didn't have Trevor Lawrence, he would probably be my favorite quarterback in the draft. I think he's going to be a better pro than.
God, can you imagine that if they drafted a fucking quarterback?
I can say it. Blanco, what are we? What are we, Blanco?
It would just add more to that.
I have a sound for that, I think.
It would just add more to our show.
We are quarterback developers.
We have room for another face on that thing.
We want to be a quarterback factor.
Exactly.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility. The Jets have the cap room to do it. The Jets are already looking to move on from Sam Darnold. They got the Joe Douglas connection. The Eagles love drafting quarterbacks. If, the Jalen Hurts didn't play great, but he played well enough to where he might have some fucking value. We recoup that 3rd round pick that we gave to the Jets to help us move up by trading Jalen Hurts, and then it's the fucking rookie head coach with the rookie quarterback all over again, Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz style.
No way.
Scorching hot take.
All right.
Nope.
Well, nope. Yeah.
I still think it's gonna end up still being the Colts. I don't know how they'll get it. I don't know. Throw in package Ertz with him so he can take his boy with him. And get a one. Do Ertz Wentz and like a 5th for a 1 and a 3 or so. I don't know. I have no idea. But,
Bro, Colts, if they get Wentz and Ertz,
they got the fucking cap room.
Yeah, they do. They got the cap room, and they have the talent.
They have a say, but do you want to go to Chicago where you got a head coach who is basically from the same tree as Doug?
Yeah, Doug.
He's got DeFilippo over there.
And they promoted him, too.
Yep.
If Allen Robinson leaves, who's he going to be throwing to? Jimmy Graham?
Mm-hmm. I would much rather go fucking
Nick Foles if he stays.
Indy.
Yeah, they could go Philly special and Nick Foles.
Yep, every play.
I'm
throwing his feet every time.
I also am kind of with Sean, though, what Sean said earlier. Like, I can kind of see the way this is going, that I would not be surprised if somehow he's here next year, or at the very least he's here in training camp.
Not an option.
Training camp preseason, and maybe he gets moved in. But I don't know. I think the Eagles they're aiming high, which is awesome, I guess. But like,
shoot for the stars.
I don't see. They're not like no. I don't.
You get a star.
I don't see people falling for it unless there's like Sean said, like an injury in training camp, preseason, draft. I don't know, but
Yeah, we're not getting a Stafford return other than a pure desperation move and a fucking miracle.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I still think Colts is probably the best shot. But
Yeah.
True that.
dark horse teams or no? We're not doing that yet, right?
Huh?
Are we doing the dark horse teams or no?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of already did my dark horse.
Yeah, you kind of already did your dark horse. All right, so Mike, put your dark horse out there for a team
All right. Well,
that
my
answer.
dark horse is kind of dependent on the fact that what we just talked about maybe last past the draft, and he's still here. But I'm gonna say the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Woo! Oh.
Has Ben said he's coming back?
Goodness.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger is coming back.
We talked about
He's
they
already
just signed.
committed.
They just signed Dwayne Haskins.
He's gonna pop an elbow slugging a beer at a bar, and he's gonna be out for the year. They're gonna trade for Carson.
Who, Dwayne Haskins or Ben?
Both of them.
Both.
At the strip club.
At the strip club. Yeah, they'll get along great. They're gonna get along just fine.
Haskins will get some kind of STD, and Robert will get arrested for rape.
Yeah, Haskins will be like, Big Ben will be like, Dwayne, you stay up here at the stage. You just send them back to the bathroom.
It's a long shot, but I figured, what the hell, go for a long shot.
Yeah, cool. So, who wants to go next? Anybody?
I'll go. I will go. So I'm on the same road as everyone else. It looks like it's either going to be Chicago or the Colts that I see him going to, and it's just only time that it's going to happen. It's happening soon. You know, I think that he's definitely broke still, and there's no way they're bringing him back, and it's just the chemistry is going to be terrible. So it's going to happen, and that, you know, I don't know what it's going to be. Like we already said earlier, at least maybe they definitely try to get a first round and then pawn off some other maybe late rounders in the first round in this year's draft, maybe a 2 or a 3, and then have one for next year, maybe 2 for next year. And I don't think it's going to go that way, but I don't know. I think it's going to get to a point where they're going to have to make that decision, the organization itself, on, you know, because the OTAs and stuff like that, training camp's going to be coming up, so they need to get in the gear, and they need to figure out what they need to do with them. So there hasn't been much talk about anybody else, and you know, I know they said calls, but the two main people two teams that they've been talking about I think is going to happen is either Chicago or the Colts. Now the dark horse that I believe that come in and swoop in here is the Denver Broncos. They have an issue over there. They've been having an issue with quarterbacks. You got John Elway over there that seems to throw his money to quarterbacks, like we said earlier.
Is he not part of the Broncos anymore?
Because John Elway can't play quarterback like he used to.
Yeah, I believe he's still the GM over there. So I think they swoop in. I don't think they're gonna take the asking price that the Eagles are currently doing. I don't know. Maybe they'll bend. Maybe one of the organizations will bend up, and they definitely need a quarterback over there. Drew Lock, I mean, seems like he's just not the answer over there. But he done it in the past, so that's why I'm going with my dark horse, and we'll see. I mean, there's a couple other teams.
I just thought of another good dark horse, but I'm going to let everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to take no ones.
Let everybody else do theirs first.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple that I have too other than that, but I think that could be a team that swoops in and just tries to get them. You know, maybe one of the organizations bend just to get Carson over there.
I hear you. That's good.
Imagine
that. Yeah.
So I'm the only one that hasn't gone, right?
I didn't go, but you can go.
If you want to go ahead. I thought you went already.
No. Yeah. I'm pretty much piggybacking off of everybody else too. Obviously, the Colts and the Bears are the two obvious ones. What? I thought that was number one on the board. Survey says
you're not allowed to piggyback. You're not allowed to piggyback.
I love piggybacks.
That's one of the new rules.
Not allowed to piggyback?
No, you can't come back to the Eagles and you can't piggyback.
Okay. Ideally, I'd like to see him go to Indianapolis or Chicago for their first round pick this year and like a 3 or 4, whatever. Because Indianapolis has the 21st overall pick and Chicago Bears have the 20th overall pick. So, I mean, if you can flip him for one of their first round picks this year, get who you get at 6, and then have another pick at 20, 21, possibly pick up, depending on what you get at 6, whether it's a corner, wide receiver, then possibly pick up an offensive lineman or maybe another cornerback, maybe defensive end, maybe a center, because Jason Kelsey, we don't know what his future is going to hold or bring.
I don't think there's an interior offensive lineman worth a first round pick this year. But continue.
No,
sorry.
What about Sewell?
He's a natural tackle, and he will not be anywhere close to pick 6 or pick 20. He'll be gone by the Bengals pick, the latest.
But he is. He is a top offensive lineman.
No. I said interior offensive lineman.
Okay, he's on the offensive line, Dick.
Big difference between a tackle and a
I
guard.
don't care. Is he protecting the quarterback?
You battle cage bell. Ding ding ding.
I don't have the bell, but
I'm just saying for future.
How about that?
How about some Michael Buffer?
Somebody finish somebody.
Dan, I was gonna say the Denver Broncos as well, but since I'm not allowed to do piggybacks anymore.
I was just kidding.
He's just joshing you.
I'm gonna say that the evil one swoops in and makes them an offer they can't refuse. I think the New England Patriots come for him. I do. I think the Patriots come for him.
That's real good.
They got a lot of fucking mending to do, and if anybody's gonna get that dude right, it's Bill Belichick.
Ain't that the truth?
You know he damn well needs a quarterback.
He ain't the system.
Nope, but if you plug Carson in, and if anybody can get his head right, get the weapons around him, get him the right system, it's Bill Belichick.
When was the last time Belichick missed the playoffs?
Nice and cold up there.
Like 2000.
He just missed it this year, 2020, bro. Just
Before
happened.
this, huh?
2008 when Tom Brady got his knee blown out.
Oh, they missed it. I thought
But
they
even
went.
still-
Didn't they go like 10-6?
They went 10-6, but they missed it. They missed the playoffs that year. As crazy as that sounds.
Matt Hasselbeck or no,
Jets.
Matt Castle.
Yeah, the Jets won the division.
Camelback.
That was those real crazy defensive teams. And then the Dolphins
Was that
took
Sanchez?
the wild card.
Was that the year Sanchez took him to one of the AFC Championship games he went to?
I think
Had to
so.
be. That's the only time they've been to the playoffs.
I feel like they went to
Jets?
back-to-back AFC Championship
With the
games.
Jets, that was like Jets was like 20.
Or was that?
Yeah.
Isn't that their only playoff appearances since Joe
2010,
Namath?
2011?
No. They had a couple with Chad Pennington back in the day.
Oh
Yeah.
that guy.
Forgot about him.
Pennington would have been a quarterback if he didn't fuck his shoulder up.
Yeah. Remember watching him throw to Randy Moss at Marshall.
At Marshall.
Damn. Name dropper.
Wow.
Wow.
Blanco,
So,
who you
who you got?
Well, I will say this. I think that the New England is probably the best dark horse that anybody's going to drop, pending whatever you and I say, Biggie. But I know mine's not as good as that. I think the New England dark horse is probably the best dark horse. I'm not going to stop thinking about that now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I agree with you, Dan. I don't think it's possible for Wentz to come back. It cannot be possible. And
When he gets back from Somalia, it is.
As
retreat.
soon as he's done with his AO1 missionary mission,
Dude should become a monk.
Yeah. He's doing something and Sarah McLaughlin looping in the background.
aren't we supposed to make a meme with him as the monk? Isn't that one of the meme requests?
Wait, no, we should. That I thought of the
Sarah
perfect.
McLaughlin thing, Biggie, is hilarious. I just visioned
The
it.
eyes of an angel.
For just 2 cents a day, you can sponsor the AO1 Foundation children who are starving.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I was building wells in Honduras, and I came back, and my coach got fired.
Why do I have 99,000 mentions on Twitter? What happened since I was gone? So
Yeah.
anyway, it does make sense that that it's going to happen after the March thing. We're going to have to eat some salary. I do have a question about that though. If somebody here knows enough, probably either Biggie or Sean would know. You guys are the brainiacs of numbers and shit.
Go to Sean.
But yeah, it is cap related, or whatever. So if they is there any way they can trade him now and be like, we'll still eat that money, or is that not possible?
As far as I know, NFL contracts are pretty firm with the.
So in order for that to happen, they have to wait. Okay.
I know that we could Bobby Bonilla him.
Yeah, but I mean,
give him a deferment.
But I think the reason why it would be
10 Commandments.
I think the reason why it would be a detriment to the team that's receiving him is because it's against the cap. It would go against their cap. So if they wait, it's just against our cap or some shit. I don't know.
Exactly.
Anyway,
so as long as we wait till the new league.
So it sounds like obviously, from what all the reports were saying, I do believe partially in the reports like it should happen earlier in the week rather than later. And here we are, Thursday night, and it ain't happened yet. That means it ain't happening earlier. It's happening later.
Wait. No.
Got him. Or where's it at? I can't find it. Anyway.
It'll be Friday at noon. Tomorrow at noon.
No, I'm just waiting to wake up in the morning and
yeah,
roll over and grab my phone. It's like 17 Twitter notifications. It's going to be like, while you were sleeping.
Straight to your brain.
Yeah, it's going to be like half asleep, dark. You know when you wake up in the morning and you look at something bright for something, like, I'm like, my eyes. And you're going to see Carson Wentz traded.
So anyway, it sounds like the Bears was just a.
Oh yeah, we're getting Foles back, guys.
Just a smokescreen. That was some fake news that was coming out of the Eagles organization to all the people who will
coming out of Natalie Eganoff.
Yeah, to all the Natalie Eganoffs and whoever else. Yeah, all of a sudden she has a source. I mean,
she's just
no
trying
offense.
to get on the map.
Yeah, no offense or anything, but that's pretty funny. Because I read that BGN article too.
We should put that out as a tweet per source from us. Like source.
Who's that dude? Rob Maddie.
Per source.
Rob Maddie had a real good tweet about some shit
Carson
like that.
Wentz
I'll have to dig
is a
it up.
bitch. Per source.
Hey, I have a pretty credible source. Carson Wentz is being a bitch. Pretty credible
All right,
source.
well, let's put that out there. Let's make it go viral.
A friend of Brandon Graham.
I'll get him on audio saying that shit. He'd be like, "Yo, cuz he said Carson's a bitch." Thanks,
Wait,
Matt.
do you guys should we do our? I had a dream scenario of trade.
Oh, so I have a dark horse though. I have a dark horse.
Oh wait! I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I guess it's kind of silly, but I don't know.
You're not allowed to piggyback.
I'm not piggybacking at all. My dark horse is Aaron Rodgers gets injured, and then the Green Bay Packers are like, "Yo, fuck, we're competing. We need a quarterback. Carson Wentz will be perfect. He loves this weather. Boom, trade for him. First round pick. Thanks."
They just drafted a first round quarterback. Didn't they?
I know that's why it was silly. I was just saying it was silly, but it's still that would be funny.
Hey, that's your.
I'm just saying Carson goes back to
North
North Dakota area. He would be very happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a Packers fan, I'm sure.
Yeah. I hit a pipe dream with the Jets thing, but legitimately a dark horse. I think the Raiders.
Ooh, reunited with Aguilar, unlike Aguilar
in Las Vegas.
Gruden loves Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he would have to live.
You know what grinds my gears?
If he went to Las Vegas, there's so much sin around him.
Imagine getting a team from the prior, just getting a great team in the Buccaneers. I forget the quarterback or the coach before him. I'd set that team up for him.
Tony Dungy
Setting him up for Super Bowl. And then,
Tom
making the
Brady
money
gets
he's making, because I don't think he's a good coach. I think he's a bunch of just.
Throw to Nelson Aguilar again.
No.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Wait, another dark horse. A team I love to watch lose, especially in the playoffs.
Dallas?
The New Orleans Saints.
Ooh.
I have no
Ooh.
idea what their cap situation is or anything like that, but I just thought of it and I was like,
I think they're worse off than we are.
I
The
Yeah.
only team in football that's worse than we are right now with the cap.
Tell you what, he would be good there.
Yeah, the fuck he would, man. Sean Payton
He
would have
really
that
would.
offense humming.
I thought of two other random teams. One would be the Atlanta Falcons.
Matty
Because
Ice.
Matty Ice is on thin ice as far as I'm concerned with being a quarterback.
the irony.
Dude,
And-
you guys keep saying
imagine
it,
if
man.
he-
There's just like teams keep popping up. Like,
I
man,
know.
it's
Yo, imagine if
And-
Matty Ice played for Philadelphia. You know how he would not last as long as he has.
And do you know
He's a hometown kid, man.
I know he's from here.
another team that I could see him going to, and I don't know I know what their current quarterback situation is. I'm just not sure what type of money they have locked up in him. But it seems to be a team that usually, after you play quarterback for the Eagles, you go to eventually.
The Lulskins,
No.
Don't say that.
the football team.
Huh? No, not the Washington
Football
football
team.
team.
Sorry, football team.
No. They came in here 3 years ago and got their asses served on a
Yep.
platter
The
in the
Vikings.
NFC Championship. Yep.
Yeah. And I actually think Kirk Cousins' contract is up.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it was like a 3-year, 80-something million.
Yeah, you
deal.
just have Carson and
It's his area too.
Justin Jefferson,
His kind
Yep.
of weather.
Adam Thielen,
Adam
Dalvin Cook.
Thielen, Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
They got a good tight end with Kyle Rudolph. It's everything that Carson could want.
Uh-huh.
Smith, too.
Yep.
That's
So that
pretty
was
good.
another team that just popped into my head too.
That's a good comp too.
It
You
is.
know, you got Sam Bradford, Donovan, Randall.
Yep.
Yeah, shit. Just add them to the list.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Yep. That was and Donovan. He's just like, I'm
Yep.
gonna go.
All he
Play.
did, he
Chris
just
Carter.
did Cook all the time. And he just and benched.
Oh God,
fun.
too funny. So y'all want to hear my
I'm
the
depressed.
dream, the
Yes.
dream that I
Still a
had.
dream.
Yeah.
The dream that I had. Okay, so it's a three-way trade. I'm not sure how the money would ever work out, but there
You
would have
normally
to,
got to pay double for that type of action cut.
yeah.
It's a three-way.
Yes, it's a three-way. It's a menage,
Menage a
trois.
trois piece.
So, sorry. So the dream that I had would be, yes, the menage a trois team, but it would have to be a lot of money moved around and a lot of draft picks moved around, but it would be a three-way trade.
Three-way.
And yes, just stop me before you laugh at me and say it's unrealistic, because I know it is.
Does
But-
it include flying somebody out and have the crew join you?
No.
Joke.
Got Ben Simmons.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what that meant. All right, so
That's a
we
five-way,
have.
Dan. That's a five-way, not a three-way.
True.
All right, so the Eagles are going. Eagles are going to trade Carson Wentz to the Denver Broncos for the number 9 pick, and then we give Denver the number 6 pick, and then we keep our 6th pick. We trade the 6th pick and Jalen Hurts.
I'm lost.
Wait, I know where you're going here. All right.
Where
So
am I
Carson to Denver for the 9. We keep our Carson to Denver for the 9. We take the 9, the 6, and Jalen Hurts and send them to Jacksonville for number 1 and get Sunshine.
No.
All right. Well, sorry.
All of that you just
Sean's
said.
gonna dream
I'm gonna
about that
cool my
tonight.
erection
Wait,
down
wait,
real
wait.
quick.
Wait, all.
Deshaun.
Yep.
Wait.
We can never make it work with the money. I wish, but we
Shut
can't.
up! I told you not to spoil my dreams.
You don't say that. You don't say
Don't
that,
say
Sean.
that.
Get out of my head.
Pure fiction.
Yes.
Denver for the 9th. And then we take Jalen Hurts. What was it again?
They're
Jalen
all
Hurts.
doing your dream. and I
Jalen
love it.
Hurts a 1, and we'll give him Pats and Genos because they suck, and to Houston for Deshaun Watson. So we end up with Deshaun Watson. Houston ends up with Jalen Hurts, and Denver ends up with Carson Wentz.
So, I mean,
Who says no?
technically
Who says no?
I mean, the cap. The NFL says no.
Shut up! Who says no?
No way.
Fuck the cap.
But I mean, think about we could
Shut up!
potentially do that and move up to number
I'm
1.
gonna rip that tampon out of your mouth.
It never happened.
If we could get a package to move up to number 1 and get Trevor Lawrence.
I'm just asking if you like the trade or not.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
Hey man, they
Thanks,
gotta
Mike.
they gotta get Nick Srirachi his quarterback, man.
Sure.
Yo,
They
did
gotta
anybody,
get him a quarterback.
did anybody see the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers? So this is
Wow.
what I'm gonna think is gonna
There's
happen
the
with
wow
Carson
sound
Wentz.
effect.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure this is not on Blancos. I need another sound effect.
I can't.
You made it up.
Oh my goodness. So,
Perfect.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel with these old school
We made
movie
it up.
references.
why? Like, so
Is
if you remember,
this them from Roddy Piper?
if you remember in that movie, right? There's these pods that when you go to sleep at night, right? And like they're in the top of your roof or something, and all their tentacles come out and they like go into your body and create another person of you. So he's gonna go to the UK. He's gonna have like one of these pods. He's gonna put it in Prince Harry's house, and it's gonna create a Carson Wentz lookalike, and he's just gonna be Prince Harry from now on. That's what Carson Wentz is gonna do. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where I thought of that from, but I was just thinking
The
who he looked
Royal
like.
Body Snatcher.
The Royal
Hey.
Body Snatcher.
So
That dream is about as
That's
realistic
my-
as Brendan's.
that's wild. Sorry, I don't know.
Shut up, Sean. Shut up, Star Trek guy.
Hey guys, stop fighting.
He will go to United Kingdom. He will go become
United Kingdom.
Prince Harry.
There we go.
I don't know what that
Pretty
guy's
bold prediction.
yelling.
Order.
Anybody else got any
Say
other
order.
fantasies?
Yeah, I told you mine.
Oh, whatever. You know what? Sunshine's gonna suck.
No,
How's that for
false.
a hot take?
False.
I mean, if Nick Srirachiani wants Sunshine, then I think he should get him because you
Sell
know,
the fucking boat. Sell the boat.
If he
Who
inherits,
said don't sell the house?
if he
Sell the
inherits, if he
Sell the boat.
inherits
boat. Sell the
Hurts,
boathouse.
if he inherits
Sell the
Hurts,
boathouse.
then you know he's sort of not to
That's
blame
a great
for
restaurant,
this.
though. I love the boathouse.
You know what I mean? If he gets the quarterback he wants, then he's more culpable. He's more, he's more invested. But if he just inherits Hurts and things go south, it's not my
Which they
fault. I
will.
don't have my quarterback.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't really thought about that.
I haven't really thought about that yet.
No way.
As long as he doesn't bring somebody else that looks like him, I'm okay with it.
Like Mike Tomlin.
Like Prince Harry.
Yeah, body snatcher. All right, let's switch gears. Let's switch gears here.
Imagine.
Imagine that we don't talk about the Eagles for 1 week and some drama. That'll never happen.
Liquid
So the
hot
Phillies,
magma.
we got 6 days until pitchers and catchers, boys.
Yay.
Warm weather and the crack of the bat
It ain't gonna be warm yet.
vastly approaching.
We'll only have another 2 weeks of snow.
Fucking
Yeah.
Before we
Punxsutawney
get-
I
Phil.
know they're controlling the weather. They're definitely controlling the weather.
Yeah,
Like,
screw 'em.
we're holding
So
off the
we,
snow so everybody would believe in global warming until we got back into the office, and now we're gonna let all the snow come out of that. Yeah.
Boy.
So you don't believe in
So
global
we
warming
picked up some more relievers
No
this
way.
week for the bullpen there, boys.
Yes, we did.
Would you care to elaborate?
Please.
Hmm?
Go.
Elaborate.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Who do we
gotta
get?
be-
Collaborate and
better.
elaborate. At the same
Collaborate and listen.
Well, we got well, earlier in the off season, we got the Archie Bradley. We picked up Matt Moore, who is a lefty starter who had
Yeah, I
like,
thought we just got somebody like this week, like today.
yeah, well, I can't think of his name. Jesus Christ, I can't think of his name. He was a
His name's
reliever,
Jesus
a
Christ.
middle reliever for Miami last year.
Yeah,
And,
I'm
had like a
looking it up
sub
now. I
3
forget his
ERA.
name too.
Yeah, Brandon something.
He's a little older with injuries, I think, though, like previous injuries, right?
Yeah, but he
But
had a really good season last year. Really good season last year, and I think he has like a sub 4 career ERA. He had like a sub 3 ERA last year with Miami. So that's when you have a bullpen that posted like a fucking 80 ERA last year.
Chase Anderson.
They could bring me in and they'll be better. Not probably.
Mr. Anderson.
No, was that?
No,
No,
it's
Mr. Anderson? No, that's not.
Brandon.
Kinsler. Are you guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Hardly.
I said it like 6 times. I was like, what's his name?
I couldn't hear you.
He was saying it.
I think
Sorry.
I think your microphone blocks you out when other people are talking.
I need to get the tampon.
Yes.
Yeah.
The tampon works wonders.
You need a tampon for your mouth.
Dip it in Kool-Aid first.
Ugh.
Gross. Yeah,
You've all seen
I
it.
got a lot of faith, man. I think the Phillies are going to be a good fucking team. It just sucks that the Mets also got a lot better.
You know what's funny about this dude Kinsler? That last year he was batters were 5 for 46 against him with runners in scoring position. Like when he came into the game and inherited runners on base in scoring position, they were 5 for 46, and that's awesome because with the rest of our bullpen, he will probably
45 for 46.
What's that?
Yeah.
45 for 46.
Well,
Yeah, that was just Brandon Workman by himself.
He's going to be coming into that situation a lot this year. So if he can put up those numbers again, that would be superb.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that if Neris and Jojo Romero are both worth keeping around. Vinny Velo, since we signed Matt Moore, will probably end up in the bullpen. And I think that, Vinny Velo, his problem was never the first 3 innings of a game. His problem was once he saw the lineup 2 or 3 times. So you put Velo in there with Bradley, Jojo Romero, Neris, the dude we just picked up from Miami. I think overall the bullpen's got to be better, and all our bats are still there. The only thing that might hurt us
could get worse.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to hurt us
bad last year.
The only thing that could hurt us really right now is that it's not looking like the DH is going to come back to the NL this year, and that was a big plus for us last year. That was a huge plus for us.
I didn't like it. Like, I mean,
and
that's like
Girardi's
taking
He didn't like you.
Like it's like taking a field goal away from football. It's just like it's the sport, man. It's been played for as long as it's been played. You don't just change something. Like it's just been played like that. That's just my opinion. I mean,
it's weird because the AL in the same sport it just does it completely different. To me, it's always been strange. And honestly, if they were to make NL a permanent league as well, I'd love it.
I'm not hating it.
Yeah, I don't need to see Aaron Nola go up there and just stand there for 3 pitches and take the first 2 right down the middle and then swing at a curveball in the dirt, like looking like a 3-year-old with a ball bat trying to hit the ball.
It helped us a lot too, man. Take
the sword away from him.
Yeah,
it played to our strengths, because we could get Phil Gosselin and fucking Jay Bruce at bats out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys that aren't necessarily great in the field but have plus bats. It helped us out a lot. The days where JT needs to rest his legs and Knapp can catch and JT can play the DH. So it really helped us.
It does, provide a lot of strategy. Like if you're into the whole, chess, you're playing chess in a game with all the strategy and the bullpen moves and the double switches and stuff like that. Like some people really like that, and they're to get into it. And if that's the case, then, you probably don't like DH, but I won't be opposed.
I personally I think it just really that alone puts a hit on the Phillies because, Rhys Hoskins is not the best fielder in the world, and
Yeah.
Alec Boehm is definitely a natural first baseman. I think he's a little too big and a little too lanky to play third. He's just, I mean, he made some good plays last year. He did what he could, but overall, our ideal situation would be Boehm playing first with Rhys Hoskins as the DH, and that's probably not going to happen this year. So we're going to have, Boehm in. The corners of our infield are both going to be suspect when it comes to defense, and Zach Wheeler was arguably our best pitcher last year, and he's more of a ground ball type of pitcher. Matt Moore is more of a ground ball type of pitcher, and when you can't trust your corners, that's a killer. Didi and Scotty Jetpack up the middle, or Gene Segura up the middle, you're not really getting anything by them guys, but the corners we're probably going to see a couple unearned runs scored just on them too.
Yeah.
Which scares me a little bit. But hey, if we're putting up 5-6 runs a fucking game, who cares?
And to go back on the pitching staff, like Biggie been saying, is that these pitchers are, low risk, high reward too. So, man, if they play like the years that they've been playing, there's a good chance that that bullpen could be, obviously better than what was last season. But man, who knows?
Yeah,
the only one I don't
decent bullpen.
The only one I'm scared about is Anderson, just because he's like a 40 to 50% fly ball pitcher, and like I don't know, man.
This hitter's par.
In April and May, it might not be a big deal, but like you get into those warmer months and balls just start flying out of Citizens Bank, like
balls carrying well day.
Yeah, season
for the other team.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but we'll see. I mean, again, it was I think they gave him $3 million or something like that.
Yeah, it's all really low risk.
Yeah.
Fuck John Middleton.
I mean, I'm still like a little concerned about your
center field,
the whole team, but they, obviously,
we bring him McCutcheon
obviously, we make the playoffs. You got your nice first 1 and 2 going in if any situation comes up at the end of the year, if they have like a game to get in or something like that, you got Nola and Wheeler. I'm sold on that. It's just after that is the question too. Now, I love how they're building this bullpen, but the other question is like Arrieta's his health, how that's going to be. We brought back, Vasquez, and then it's like I like Eflin. I think
Eflin's nice, man.
I mean, he could be your
consistent. I'd love it.
Yeah, I know.
When he's good, he's good.
Yeah, he's like Korkmaz, like of
Zach Eflin, my life.
He has a great spout of like 5 or 6 games, and then he'll just blow like the rest of them. The rest of the season, I agree with that.
Just blow the rest of them, every one of them.
Just blow
I think there was like a 3-week stretch or a 2-week stretch where Eflin, Eflin surrendered like 6 total runs in like 4 starts, and then he gave up like 7 runs in like 2 1/3.
Yeah.
So it's
inconsistency is just not there for him, but we'll see what they do for that position. Like the starting pitching.
I'd rather have a guy that gives you 3 over 6.
Yes.
And he's going to give you 3 over 6.
I thought Blanco was sleeping.
See dead people.
I was looking at Twitter. Did Mike Missinelli get banned on Twitter? Or temporary ban?
Yeah. Good. Fuck that prick.
I see free Mikey Miss.
Mm-hmm. Nobody free him.
Twitter
He's
feed.
a pompous fucking little jerk off.
Why did he get banned?
He made some.
I heard him talking about it on the
Does it have
radio.
to do with the impeachment trial tweets he's doing, or is it?
Yeah, it had to do with
Probably.
that.
Yeah.
He said something.
Boring.
I don't know. He said something along the lines political that somebody got offended by and told another person, and so on and so on and so on, and they just reported him.
Sounds like 2021.
Good.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we're all looking forward. You know what, I'm really looking forward to the Phillies season too, because I do think that it's been a vast improvement from last season already. Hopefully, we'll get a full season in this year too. Not like last year when we had to wait until what was it, June? So almost fucking July.
July.
July when the season started.
Season started in July.
It was right after July. It was like a week or two after July 4th, right?
Yeah.
It was July, right? So I'm hoping
it's gonna be tough, man. Like
it is gonna
he
be
said,
tough.
the Mets are better. Braves are going to be the Braves, and they're probably going to win the
Atlanta
division.
didn't get any worse.
And Washington's just good too, so it's going to be hard to actually come out of the bottom of that division.
Well, and also I don't think the players' union, they didn't agree to that format
Expanded
that they had.
playoff. Nah.
So it's going back
regular.
So less teams are going to make.
Bro, the Cardinals just got Nolan Arenado, so if we want to get to the playoffs, we gotta win the division. Because we ain't getting that wild card spot.
In the last 3 years, even before they had Harper.
He's so fucking good, dude.
Arenado a freaking monster.
You know, it always kind of boggles my mind. It's not really about Arenado, but if you think about it, the Marlins, because the Rockies are kind of remind me of the Marlins in a way. They always they always seem to sell their talent.
Yeah, they're a farm system for the Yankees.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, they had JT Realmuto, Christian Yelich, and Stanton all on the same team.
Dude, they had Ozuna, Yelich, and Stanton all on the same outfield.
Yeah, that's
and Realmuto.
Yeah, you have Marcelo Ozuna, Christian Yelich, Giancarlo Stanton, and JT Realmuto. That's fucking monsters.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they just fucking.
I know we don't know what the future holds, but it would be nice for all of us to get to a game this year.
That would be nice, huh? QBFS day out, live stream it from the fucking Citizens Bank.
Live QBFS live stream from CBP.
Sick.
I hope one of us gets kicked out so that we can just get that on the live stream. That would be awesome.
I volunteer to throw up. I volunteer to throw up on a child.
Oh God!
What? Why would you need to throw up on a child?
You remember that dude?
You can do.
Is that the first thing that came to your mind? Throw up on a child.
I think about
all that child throwing up on him, just has him wanting revenge.
Normal, like get in a fight or something. Not throw up
do
on
you
a
remember
kid.
that dude? You remember the dude from a few years ago that threw up on the kid at Citizens Bank?
Oh my God, yeah, I do.
All over the world, news and shit.
Or I can just run on the field and get tased.
Fucking David Muir was reporting on it.
But if I run on the field and during the QBFS day out at CBP, someone has to find a way to or Blanco has to find a way to edit the video with that saxophone music.
That's the Benny Hill music.
Easily gonna happen. And you're doing it. We're doing it.
We're going streaking.
It sounds good. Blanc, we got any messages this week or no?
Messages?
We got messages.
Do we?
Yeah.
This is so. I want this as my ringtone. I'll say it every week.
I'll send it to you. I was gonna make a new one before the show started, but I had to do too many other things. But I'm gonna try and make a new one every once in a while.
Keep this one though.
I'll send it to you.
Circulate it. You know?
I'll send it to you.
I'm not really gonna make my ringtone because it's not 1990. But
bye, Sean. All right. We got a few messages.
I'm back.
All right. First message.
I thought that was the message. I'm back.
I thought that was Tupac. Ain't nothing but a can't kill All
right, first message.
Imagine.
Right. Next message.
So here we go. The day after the Super Bowl. Yay. I didn't hit on a damn block. Everybody else is flashing money like they won, like the casino. But, hey, there's always next year, right? Now we got the GOAT. Obviously Brady, blah, 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 the GOAT. Love to hear that now. It's going to be the talk everywhere. But yeah, you know who the real GOAT is? And GOATs? Eli Manning and Nick Foles. Not giving that dude 10 goddamn Super Bowl rings.
True that.
Hasta la vista, baby.
If it wasn't for the NFC East, he'd be double Thanos.
Don't know what that means.
You soon will.
But you watched WandaVision.
I didn't watch WandaVision.
You watched 2 episodes of WandaVision.
Yeah, but I thought it was just like a show.
No, you already
It is a
punched your
show.
card to the MCU. You gotta dive the fuck in.
Yep.
What is the MCU? What, I see you. What's MCU?
But you gotta
It's part
ask.
of
You can't afford it.
It's part of the city. It's a city job.
Marvel Care Unit?
Yeah.
Intensive care unit.
unit.
I don't know.
Marvel Care Unit.
Nerd alert.
Netherlands?
N-word.
Netherlands?
All right.
Like she's cool.
Next message.
As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sacks. Every sack had 7 cats. Every cat had 7 kittens. Kittens, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives?
This is Dr. Seuss riddle.
Just the guy from Die Hard with a Vengeance, Dan.
Oh yeah,
That's his favorite riddle ever.
Oh my goodness.
Shut up, McLean. I'm good at this. I know what it is. I know you love that
You
one.
got it.
Just 1. 0, 0, 0, 1.
Just one.
Just the guy.
All right. Next message.
Good evening, Quarterback Factory Show.
Just kidding. That was an old message.
Jeez.
He had to pop in on us. All right. Next message.
Hey guys, this is little Nicky. My dad stole your souls for that Super Bowl, and I can get it back in exchange for a bucket of Popeye's chicken. Who are you talking to, Nicky?
There he is.
Nobody, Dad. That better not be who I think it is. Wrong number. Don't forget the Popeye.
Oh my goodness. Very nice.
That's good. That's some good.
That was good.
That's either really him or it's some good voice acting.
It's very good.
Adam Sandler is an avid viewer.
Mike, it sounds like this dude. That sounds like Dante's Inferno on North Yeah, it's like the arm moving all mechanical. You can see this. You can see inside the arm.
Dante's Inferno still? Is it still on the boardwalk?
Dude, I haven't been in the boardwalk in years.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is actually.
I'm gonna say yes. That and the Condor.
Condor is definitely gone. I remember that.
Condor is definitely gone.
I
That
know.
ride was awesome though.
They are
I know.
redoing the Great White though. I just recently seen that.
Really?
Yeah, they're
I saw
like,
somebody
rebuilding
throw
it.
up from the top
They're
of the Condor
rebuilding it?
before, while
Like
spinning.
kind of like making it newer and all
So, you
that
don't,
stuff.
so when you ride it, it's not like this
Yeah.
anymore.
It's the best part. It's the best part of the Great White.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a break from the messages segment to hear a word from our sponsors. So just give us a moment so we can pay some bills here.
Okay.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell from the litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. This message should be relayed to your Carson? No, I'm sorry. Carson Wentz, Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. It's brought to my attention that you have been appointed the villain in this senseless situation of the controversy. That you're the one being pushed out the door. But you're the good guy, the voice of reason. If you could give me a call back at your earliest convenience, but I will not be of any help to you because I'm not licensed in your state. But that's okay. My attorneys in your state are, except for North Dakota, Indianapolis, Chicago, Pennsylvania, Denver, or wherever you might end up at. So this phone call was pointless. Why?
Oh my
Because I
goodness.
can.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Cordell and Cordell. And
That was
Cordell.
freaking great,
Thanks, Joe.
Matt.
Thank you,
What
Joe.
are they? The
Thank
two
you,
last
Joe.
two were
Joe Cordell.
one of the best we
Cordell,
had on
Cordell.
here.
God damn. Well, hey, the Sixers. Anybody?
I haven't
It's,
checked.
we got a barn burner going here. It's 35-34 with a minute 20 left in the first quarter still.
Who's
And
winning?
according
Really?
to a friend of the show, Joe Casey, he said that Ben Simmons had a beautiful block to transition breakaway, and it is the exact reason why we need Ben Simmons on this team.
Oh, very
Nice.
cool.
Besides having gangbangs with transvestites.
Ew. So what do we think about? So before we close out, quick take on
Draft day.
All right, yeah, we can go draft day.
Yo, Dame Lillard is.
This is where I live.
Quarterback factory.
Yeah, Dame Lillard. All right, real quick.
Beat
real quick.
NBA Beto.
We'll go real quick on the draft, and then we'll go quick take on the Super Bowl. Everything to do with it. All right, so go ahead, Sean. I know you're chomping at the bit here.
Draft day. First and foremost, please check out the Quarterback Factory Show blog, and we will be covering the draft leading up into. That's my role here. That's my role. So for the number 6 pick, I've been doing a lot more. I mean, I watch a shit ton of college football, but I've been doing a lot more digging lately. I've been doing a lot.
Basically,
of
why
lately,
you're here.
man.
I will take all your word for it, Sean. Everything you say is the gospel as far as college football to me.
Yeah, I don't think any of us need to speak on the draft besides Sean.
My number one on my wish list, and I know I've really been hard pressed for Pat Surtain. If Jamar Chase is available at 6 and Pat Surtain is available at 6, you go Jamar Chase. I watched literally every fucking play that I could possibly find of that dude from 2019, and he is just
He's
fucking,
Odell.
Dude, and he was better than Justin
Jefferson. He's better than Odell. He makes Odell look average. He is the best.
He's Odell at the height of his Giants career, and then some.
Yeah, but he's his hands are just as good. He's just as shifty, but he's probably faster, and he most definitely runs a better route and a more complete route tree than Odell was doing.
What's his take on poop?
Huh?
What? I didn't want to repeat it.
He called the shit poop.
Poop.
What's his take on poop?
But if Jamar Chase is gone, I'm definitely going Pat Surtain over Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith has really high bust potential just because he is 170 pounds soaking fucking wet. And he's not like a compact 170 pounds like Deshaun Jackson. He is a lanky 170 pounds. He's damn near 6'1". And I always try to stay away from the one-year wonders. Alabama is known for having a very friendly system. He also had first-round quarterback throwing the ball to him last year and this year with the dude Mac Jones. He really worked his way up into the first round. He had Jalen Waddle. He had Najee Harris. So there was a lot of other options that kind of he never saw true bracketed coverage. And then if both of them, for some reason, if both Jamar Chase and Pat Surtain are gone by 6, which I really doubt, I wouldn't be opposed to moving back a few spots and getting Joe Horn's son, J.C. Horn. I know there's a lot of buzz around that Caleb Farley dude, but I think that J.C. Horn will end up being a better fit for our system, and I think he's a better natural athlete than Caleb Farley.
Let me ask you this. So if you're at 6, my biggest fear, yeah, I agree with you there. I think Jamar Chase is the obvious pick at 6 if he's there. But my only fear is that Joe Burrow will be in the Cincinnati Bengals' ear. Like, yo, go get my boy from LSU back here. You know?
It could happen.
That's what I'm really fear about. But let me ask you this, Sean. So if they take Chase at 6, would you trade back to 9 with Denver? And do you think Surtain would fall to 9?
I don't have like the exact draft order in front of me. I would need to be. It would be hard to tell without seeing the draft order.
Dan, pull that up.
Yeah, if someone just just because I'm not sure like what teams are sitting at 7 and 8.
So after us, it's Detroit.
Detroit, okay, and I mean Detroit.
I'm pretty sure it's Detroit.
So what that what Brendan just said would maybe get. That's where the trade happens. You trade Wentz in that to go. Do you go back, or is that just not something you do?
That's just
go back. But maybe we can put him in there.
That's
go
just
back to 9.
That's just
get
like
Surtain, and
that's
maybe
what I'm
like
saying. I'm saying just like if you took the 6, if you swap picks with Denver, say you gave Denver the 6 and you went back to 9, and then Denver gave you like
a third or something.
it's Detroit
like
after us, and then
like a
Carolina.
third or something. So you collect more assets. Since the guy that you wanted Chase isn't there, you fall back to 9, collect more assets, and then possibly still get Surtain.
So it's Detroit and Detroit, Carolina, and then Denver. Detroit, Carolina. I mean, Carolina's probably not going to take.
Denver. Then you have the Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah, Detroit's probably not going to take a corner. I mean, Carolina's probably not going to take a corner, but I wouldn't put it past Detroit. And I mean, I don't know anything about Detroit's new coach or the new system that he's going to want to run over there, but a stud cornerback is a nice building block to start your first year off. So
yeah, that'd be the only thing. They need somebody to replace Slay.
Yeah, Surtain could be gone. At 9, the odds would probably say that, but I mean, some people do prefer that dude Caleb Farley. I don't really see it personally. I'll kind of get into that a little bit more in 2 weeks, probably when I drop the cornerback big board. But I personally, I have him 3rd on my big board behind Pat Surtain and J.C. Horn. But it could happen.
What are the odds that the Eagles somehow pick a quarterback? Other than not Sunshine, but
they're getting Deshaun Watson
at the number 6 pick.
Yeah, what I think your odds on that?
Personally, I don't know how they feel about Trey Lance. I don't really love him. I think there's not enough tape on him to really
Fields
make
gone
that type
too.
of
They're going to take Fields.
Fields is gone.
Fields is gone. Who's going to take Fields?
I think all 3 quarterbacks are going to be gone by the time the number 6 pick comes around. Someone's always willing to jump up and overpay to get the quarterback that they want. I think that it's pretty much set in stone
that's why you trade with Denver, then they can go up and get somebody.
Well, I mean, that could happen, but it's really going to come down to that would be how they feel about Trey Lance, because I think that the Sunshine's going to be gone, obviously, number 1. Whoever the Jets prefer at number 2, whether it be Justin Fields or Zach Wilson, I guess that's really preference. I don't know much about the Jets. Robert Saleh, he comes
so wait,
from,
if you're going 1, 2, 3 quarterbacks?
I'm going 1, 2, yeah, honestly, probably 1, 2, 3, top 3.
Okay, so
even the Dolphins.
So if you go 1, 2, 3,
Dolphins have a really good chance of trading out, just because if the Dolphins don't go, they don't need a cornerback. Their offensive line, the dude Sewell is really good, but I don't know if he's necessarily worth the 3rd pick. I could see Carolina jumping up to the 3rd pick with the Dolphins, have Dolphins trade back to 8, and you know what I mean, and go BPA on offense, and then just collect more fucking assets. The Dolphins have they're building something big, and the Dolphins aren't big spenders, so whatever they are going to build, most of it is going to be through the draft.
It's going to be a big dolphin.
Carolina could,
big porpoise.
Yeah, big porpoise. Big. Big.
Rocco Finelli says, I think the Eagles should get Tom Brady. Maybe we could win another Super Bowl.
But yeah, I think I could see Carolina jumping up or Denver. I mean, I could see either one of them jumping up, or Dallas jumping up into that top 3 to secure the quarterback, especially if, say, if Dallas really likes Justin Fields, or if Denver
I could
really
see Dallas
likes
being all over Justin Fields.
Yeah, I could really see that happening, and I think someone's going to jump up to number 3 and grab Justin Fields.
All right, well, if it goes 1, 2, 3 quarterbacks,
then somebody's getting pushed down to 6, which could be Sewell, which could be Jamar Chase.
And then Chase gets taken at 5. You're taking Sewell at 6, right?
Yeah, but I think that Cincinnati Joe Burrow would want Jamar Chase to come in because that's his boy, Joe Burrow also doesn't want to get fucking pummeled again. So Cincinnati, the smart money for Cincinnati's probably on Sewell, which is why I have a decent. If the Dolphins don't pick at 3, I could see Chase getting to us at 6.
Cool.
So that's
Cool.
We
need to definitely live stream the draft party while we're watching, like all together, like this.
Absolutely.
That'd be fun. For sure.
All in favor? Aye.
No.
All right.
Just
well, I
real
think
quick.
I think you said it all, Sean.
I just got a real quick hit.
Ditto.
During this whole process, if for some reason we end up with 2 first-round picks, I could see us going running back with it. If we do trade Carson and get a first-round pick, I could definitely see us going, wide receiver corner, offensive tackle corner, some combination of offensive line, wide receiver, and corner. Don't be afraid to, or don't be put off if the Eagles turn around and draft a running back in the 2nd round. This is a fucking insane running back class, insane, and we really need that big bully type of running back up the gut.
Okay, good. That was my next question to you, Sean, because I know every year it's like, I remember 2017, it was like, this is the legendary running back class. And then the one year it was like, this is the legendary quarterback class, and last year this is the legendary wide receiver class. Like, what's 2021? What legendary position is this?
This
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
When honestly, this
show was great.
Another excellent,
it was
so
classic
cheesy
throwback reference by Dan.
I was a big fan of the Blue Barracudas.
Damn, Daniel.
That was an excellent reference.
I think that this running back class is every bit as good as 2017.
Wow. All right.
I really do.
Good.
I think that there's like 7 or 8 running backs that can be
all that shit.
Yeah, 7 or 8 running backs that could be fucking studs.
Yeah,
well, you can read about it right now.
I gotta read the last article still.
We got our running back big board up right now. So
cool,
that is available
what time
for
is
your
it?
digestion.
So another movie reference for Sean.
Yeah.
There we go. I could. What is it? I could see a T-bone by sticking my face up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take
Take the butcher's word for it.
it. That's my opinion on the draft.
Yeah. You can get a good look at a butcher by sticking your head.
I'll just take Sean's.
He's like,
shut up, Richard.
That being said, go to our blog. QBFactory.show. That's the website.
QBFactory.show.
QBFactory.show. The link is in our bio.
Oh, God. Yes, link is in the bio.
We're expecting to have
crap.
offensive linemen out by Sunday. So,
all right. Awesome, pal.
Nice.
Yeah,
Interior next year. Cool.
We're going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm probably going to just I'm going to do like a top 15 offensive linemen. I'm going to do interior and outside and offensive tackles just all in one big board because this isn't a crazy deep offensive line draft. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 20 or less offensive linemen drafted total throughout the whole draft.
We'll draft 4 of them.
Yeah. We'll draft all 4 of them and they'll all be bust. Great. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap there, boys.
What's the title of this episode?
The title of this episode:
Chad Durbin.
Chad Durbin. Yes.
How you
I
spell
don't think
that?
anything else really needs to be said.
CHADDURBIN. Chad motherfucking Durbin.
Chad motherfucking Durbin.
Yep, that's the title. All right. Well, maybe next week when we convene, we will have some trade news with the quarterback Carson Wentz, or maybe not. Maybe it'll be Carson Watch day 78, and we'll still be waiting on what the hell's going to go on, unless they truly fuck it up, or unless they do like a Wayne Simmons trade and they wait out too long and then they don't get shit for him. So we shall see.
So, speaking of Legends of the Hidden Temple, maybe we should get Olmec to do the beginning of our show. You know what I mean? Kind of give like a past week's recap.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Just like a big tiki head.
Hook that up for us, okay?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I can probably do something with like a face swap thing that they do on like, on the Snapchat.
I wonder what he ate. Was it like maybe like coconuts and stuff?
Olmec,
Yeah.
just rocks.
Yes.
Children.
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 After he puked on them.
Yeah, the tog mouth chewing on rocks and shit.
Every child that the temple guard caught during the final run through, everyone that couldn't get together that fucking monkey.
Fed him.
The temple guard used to scare the shit out of me. Them motherfuckers would come out of nowhere.
It was like in 2D too.
Yeah, it was great.
Ah.
Remember Guts?
Guts was the best.
Do you have it?
The Guts.
Wait, was that was the song, right?
Yeah.
Or was that Wild and Crazy Kids?
No, that was Guts.
Wild and Crazy Kids just said Wild and Crazy Kids a bunch of times, over and over and over.
Guts was my shit.
Guts was awesome.
Yeah. Do you have it? Guts.
Was that the one where they had to climb up?
They had to get
temple?
like the golden monkeys or something.
No, the golden monkey was Legend of the Hidden Temple. The fucking Guts was the aggro crag.
Yeah, you had to do like crazy.
That was a different show, right?
You had to do like crazy stunts and stuff, right? But they were like obstacle courses. For
It
Guts.
was like the JV American Gladiators.
Yeah. That's a very perfect way to put that.
Yeah.
Maybe Carson Wentz is on top of the aggro
Maybe that
crag.
should be the title of our episode: the JV American Gladiators.
JV American Gladiators. That's great.
They need to air old episodes of Guts. I would watch it all day.
They used to have a
Absolutely.
fucking whole television channel dedicated to it. It was called Nickelodeon Games and Sports, and it was just like fucking Double Dare, Guts, like all that good shit.
Oh,
My
they had
cousin
like
was on
now it's
Double
just
Dare.
coming to me where they had the big mountain they had to climb up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crag. The crag.
The crag.
And they were getting shit
crackle.
shot at them. Yeah, it was awesome. Maybe that's where Carson Wentz is, on top of
Nothing
the crag.
beats the
He's just
original,
stuck up there.
The original America. What was it called? The show we used to watch in the cottage, all friggin' half baked out of our mind.
Oh.
American Ninja Warrior.
Most
No.
extreme.
Most
Most
Yeah,
Extreme
Most
Elimination
Extreme
Challenge.
Elimination.
With the
Challenge.
Dude,
With,
what are the dudes' names?
Gala Douche.
wait, the best scene I remember.
Gala Douche.
Yeah, Kayla, dude. The one that always gets me is there was one, I remember this like it was yesterday. We were in the cottage and again, just ingested way too much stuff we probably shouldn't have been ingesting. That we're inhaling.
No.
And
blanket chip and
yeah,
Rick
Kenny
Romano.
Blanket shit.
wait, do you remember there used to be one game where they would shoot like a soccer ball like 400 feet in the air, and the dudes had to run through like thick ass marsh mud and try to catch it, and the one dude was like, and the ball just drilled him right in his face. Oh my god!
Did he
I'll
like
never forget that
drown in the mud?
Oh, dude.
Dude, and remember they would come up, they do the voiceover, and they like they're like up next, and they'd have like some outlandish name, and then they'd yell something before they'd be like, "Go chlamydia," and then
Bringing it
like
back.
run,
Yeah.
get like blasted in the face.
What a
That's why.
great show.
That's why every time that kicker Rodrigo Blankenship, I would always laugh when they said his name kicking, because that's all I ever thought of was Kenny Blankenship.
Oh my god!
And Galen Douche. Oh god.
Yo, they dress like his horses or something. They were horses.
Oh
I
yeah.
forget to see that scene. That was funny.
And the dudes that they would have to guess which wall had the paper that they could break
Yes.
through.
And the other one was just like
These
fucking.
dudes could do the Superman into a brick wall, and they would.
Oh man, it's so good.
They had the thing. Remember, it was
Wish
like
we
they
could
had to
live stream
stand
these reruns.
in the pad, and it was like the big arm would
Bon
come
flips.
around,
Yeah, I'm getting
like
on
a hand,
Netflix.
it's like trying to slap him, they jump over, get like whopped in the face.
I saw one. Somebody must have like thought it was the high one, but it was the low one. Or somebody thought it was the low one and it was the high one, and he jumped up and he just got fucking taken for a ride, dude.
Oh my god! I'm still laughing.
Yo,
I got that was his name.
He's doing the swan dive into a brick wall. And they'd always be like,
What a time for
"Oh,
television."
Ken,
Yeah.
you must have missed that one."
See if there's still like YouTube videos of that you could look at. 'Cause I will
It's
definitely-
actually
I will go down a rabbit hole.
You can
Me
actually
too.
watch it on
Hey,
a
Joe. Joe
free
joined.
streaming service that's not Blonflix. It's on a streaming
Not
service called
Blonflix.
Tubi right now.
Tubi?
Yeah, and it's free. And you can download it on.
I know what I'm doing after this, so see you later, guys.
I know what I'm doing too. I'm going to sleep.
Yep. All right. Good show. Good
Yeah,
show,
man.
fellas. Everybody, thanks for watching, listening. Follow us on QB Factory Show. We are live streaming right now on Instagram, but you can also listen to us on Spotify. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube page. Also, check out quarterbackfactory.show for all of our
QBFactory.show.
QBFactory.show. I'm sorry, for all of our blog updates and possible. Watch out for the meme dump once Carson gets traded. So maybe we'll be here next week talking about that, plus some other things. Hopefully we'll have hockey back by that time too.
New Sixers article coming
Sunday.
tomorrow as well.
Sunday
Yeah.
Flyers.
And more of the draft board coming.
I thought it was postponed already.
No, I thought Sunday was good to go. And actually didn't two more Flyers people?
Yeah, I think Sunday.
Yeah,
got
Sunday.
canceled.
Yeah?
Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
got canceled. So
They even said they
Well-
might not play in that Lake Tahoe thing either.
yeah. All right. Well, Flyers.
That sucks.
Get
Coronavirus
your
on ice.
shit together. How about that, Flyers? Get your
That's
shit together.
Gala douche.
Yeah, that is very Kenny Blankenship of them. All right. Well, thanks for joining. And as always, go Birds. Fuck that. I'm going to say go Sixers. All right, y'all. Be good.
Here they come.
Thanks, sir. Peace.
Peace out.
We out.
Yeah, I hope to see it.
We're not going to make fun of you this time. I just have like two real
You didn't
hot
have one.
takes. Two hot takes.
Go.
So I didn't want to disclose this on the show because, I didn't want anybody, I didn't want to spoil anything.
We're on the show. We're back on the show again. We're live
Wait, we're
again.
back on the show?
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought you
this
wanted to
was-
do a post.
You just said the post-credit, Dick.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we are back.
So
Sorry,
we're on
I'm-
post. This is the post-credit scene right now. We're
Damn it.
live.
You shouldn't have said anything, and then he would have exposed somebody.
So I have sources close to me saying that Jamar Chase isn't going to be the pick, even if he's there. There's a young up-and-comer out of a mid-major school. His name is Hingle McCringleberry. And I think that he may be the number 6 pick.
I
But-
think they should go with Al Crazy Legs Bundy.
That's
He
Hulk
scored
high.
4 TDs, one game.
4 touchdowns in one game. 4 touchdowns
Hulk
in one
High,
game.
All City.
You
4
can't mess with
touchdowns
that
one game?
production.
Nope.
Can't get better than that.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
He was an actual player.
Makes sense.
All right, I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
Gotta go. Gotta go to sleep.
I love you all. Bye.
All right.
Do that again.
I think we're alone now. It's just me and Blanco, nobody's around. We'll make fun of Brendan. And nobody will make a sound.
This is a good
I'll
song.
give Blanco draft tips. And he'll come on as an expert for our next show. I think we're alone now.
We got some views.
But I'm waking up early, so I have to go.
Me too. Brendan commented. He said, "Shut up."
Peace out, bro.
Peace, peace.